ever just feel like everyone else has it all figured out and you're just kind of drifting? Check out the castles. Impressive place, you know. Very important people work in here. And if you don't think they're important, well, they're at least self-important, so that's something. I'm always kind of blown away when people, they just have like everything lined up, you know, they know exactly what they're doing. And for me, I think good for you for having a plan, but good luck with that, you know. Like when I'm traveling, I meet a lot of people where they're like, oh yeah, I'm just taking a break from school. They have their whole itinerary for their trip, and they're like, then I'm gonna get back, I'm gonna finish my degree, then I'm gonna get a job in this industry, then I'm gonna move to this town. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Good luck, man. Good for you. Or girl, or whatever. And I was thinking, there was actually like one time where a friend asked me about my plans, and it apparently was one of the few times that I actually had some plans. It's like a year or two ago. He's like, so what are you gonna do? I'm like, well, it's my roommate, I'm like, gonna live with you for a little bit, do this construction job, then I'm gonna get a job fighting fires, and then at the end of the summer I'm gonna move to Europe or something like this. But I had like a pretty solid idea. I'm like, this is what's happening. And he's like, oh wow, like sounds like you got it all figured out. I'm like, I guess. And looking back on it now, I realized that basically none of those plans actually came to fruition. But at least I had a direction, you know, that's the important thing, I guess. Must be a courthouse or something. It's more fun to not know, you know? No, but really, like, it's kind of the opposite way that I approach life now. And thinking about how, yeah, times when I thought I had a perfect plan and it never really went as planned, kind of just makes me think that nobody actually has it all figured out. That's the point. And even when you do, you got to adapt the circumstances as they happen. So if you're not adaptable and your plan goes to hell, well, then you're in trouble. So it's kind of the opposite way that I approach life now. Like, I do have like a bigger arc of things that I want to do, but really it's more just like handle the first thing that comes and then handle the next thing, and that's really it. Because if you get too set in a course and then something goes off course, yeah, then it just really kills your momentum. And that's why I joke about self-important people in these big buildings. This is the Hungarian Parliament, by the way, in case you didn't know. It's pretty impressive. Some people like to tell me it's the most impressive parliament in the world. Sure, why not? But no, I joke about the self-important people because for me, I could never really take anything like quite seriously enough to want to be a part of that. Like, sure, it'd be great to you know, have some real change, have some impact in the world, however you want to do that. But you know, like people who become like security at airports and border crossing guards, I don't know, even police officers, or like the worst, probably like bylaw officers. A lot of them, you know, they take life very seriously because they have to. Because if they didn't, then they would realize, well, they're really not that important. And that would be devastating to them and their goal, I guess. Oh yeah, this is a nice path. It's like this kind of running track, like rubber type material. It's like with my new shoes, nice and cushy. Oh, 200. It is like a running track. I've gone 200 meters since this started or something like this. But anyway, back to what I'm talking about here. I think this idea, when you're thinking something like, oh, it seems like everyone's got it figured out but me, it's just an illusion. Because they don't. You know, like even the really serious people I'm talking about, I think they have doubts too, obviously, but also a lot of them are just kind of doing what they're told. You know, like maybe they haven't really thought enough about what is the meaning of this, what am I actually doing, what is my purpose on this earth. And maybe if they have, then they kind of just block it out. They kind of just go back to the here and now, the serious shit that's gonna block that out. It's, well, who needs to think about my purpose? This is my purpose. I'm a fucking police officer, you know? And that's good enough for them. At least to temporarily keep the existential dread at bay. And talking to some older people, I've seen the like look in their eyes too, when suddenly they realize the end is near, so to speak. And they kind of have this look of like, I don't know, fear, I guess I would call it. Because maybe they didn't feel like they used the life that the way they wanted. They didn't take advantage of it. Or they're not necessarily spiritual, or, you know, they don't think there's anything more. It's just like, oh no, this is the end. This was my life. And I mean, yeah, it's a scary thought. So how do you avoid that? Ever just jump on a bus with no plan at all? You just get on the bus and just see where it goes, screw it. I used to do that a lot. It's kind of a fun way to learn a city. But I prefer walking now. I like these laughing faces, or whatever they are, screaming, I don't know. Embrace the mystery. You know? Sometimes the best answer is, I don't know. Unitarius Templum. Seems important. important enough to put a lot of bricks together, you know? You know, I think it was the philosopher Albert Camus. He was saying, or he believed basically, that there is no meaning of life, and it's up to the individual to make one for themselves. And, you know, from what I can see, there's probably some truth to that for sure. I mean, the way I see it, it's more like, if you don't make a purpose for yourself, then someone will make one for you. Or you can just choose to follow someone else's purpose, I guess. But I don't think there has to be a purpose. You can just make it up as you go, the way I see it. You know, all these philosophers thinking about this kind of thing for hundreds, you know, even thousands of years, it's kind of silly because it doesn't really seem like they came up with a whole lot of firm conclusions. And I think it's because they kind of missed the answer that was right there. It's like, for them, the purpose of life is just to think about what is the purpose of life. And they succeeded at thinking about it. Because that was their way of playing. That was their way of just living, existing. That's what they felt called to do. And they did it, and that's why the answers never came, because the answer was there the whole time. And for me, my purpose is just to walk around this city for now. That's about it. Other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. And in that way, seems like I pretty much got it all figured out.